Hey guys, welcome everybody. Sorry about that. We're back in Miami TV. We're live on Jenny Live, number 805 today. And keep counting. It is raining in Miami. So yes, if you ever visit Miami, you do have sporadic rains every now and then. Hopefully it won't happen when you're visiting us and you want to go ahead and hit the beach like it happened to some of you. Sorry about that. Bueno amigos, bienvenidos a todos. Estamos en vivo, en directo nuevamente. Comenzamos con nuestro programa 805 y continuando, por supuesto. Bueno, hoy estamos en vivo en Miami TV, también estamos creo que para Facebook, o así estábamos intentando, no sé, vamos a ver qué pasa al final. Pero si quieren interactuar, el miembro tiene el chat en la página web. Los que nos están viendo a través de Miami TV también recuerden de que siempre tienen el chat abierto, siempre cuando estemos en vivo en Miami TV en la primera página principal, abajo a la derecha, o en la aplicación. Tocan en chat y ahí chatean conmigo en vivo. Y por supuesto también en el Facebook. Así que bienvenidos a todos. Estamos en vivo y vengan a participar con nosotros. ¿Qué fecha es hoy? Estamos en mayo 2, ¿no? ¡Feliz mayo! Ya empezamos con un nuevo mes. Uy, cómo se pasa el tiempo, no lo puedo creer. So, the time is going by so fast, I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Happy May, really, because we haven't seen you since yesterday. I mean, we did members only yesterday. Let me see if I can get out of this. Sorry, guys. My tablet just froze. But we're live in Miami TV. We're trying to, I don't know if we're on Facebook, actually. I think we're going to try it. It was giving us some error in the audio, and there we are. Yes, we are. Okay. It happened. It happened by itself. We're like streaming to like so many different platforms that it gets difficult sometimes. And when you're like right, you know, at that time where you have to go live, sometimes it explodes. So we're going to do Periscope today, but it's not going to be for the chat, it's just going to be the broadcast in the @Miami TV one. ¿Qué tal amigos? Sammy, bienvenidos. Hi Kevin, Jose, JP, Sammy, what's up guys? Hola preciosa, ¿no te gustan los poemas? Pues claro que me gustan los poemas, ¿sí? ¿A quién no le gustan los poemas? Everybody likes poems. Who doesn't like poems? Come on, of course I like poems. What's up Jenny? What's up Johnny? You have a cool last name, Zertuche. That's definitely original, kind of like mine. Bendiciones, Jenny, pura vida, ¿cómo estamos? Saludos, José Alejandro, bienvenidos, ¿cómo estamos? Bueno, tenemos algunos temitas para hoy, pero si ustedes tienen algo en mente de que quieren interactuar o chatear con nosotros sobre algo en particular, para eso tienen el chat, así que bienvenidos y pueden hacerlo. Ahora, ¿conoces Costa Rica? No, teníamos una invitación a ir a Costa Rica. Bueno, todavía la tenemos, pero no hemos hecho tiempo para hacerlo, para viajar. Y aparentemente hay lejos del aeropuerto, como a unas 4 horas, hay un hotel que es como un avión. Nos dijeron, o sea, hemos visto, creo que es Punta Verde, si no me equivoco, tenemos una invitación para ir ahí a hacer un programa desde ahí, pero la verdad que nos da medio vagancia las 4 horas de viaje de auto hasta ahí. Así que hay que ver cuándo vamos. Buenas noches, amiga. Te saluda John de Sectar Cultura, esperando aún la confirmación de esta día. ¿Qué tal, John? Bienvenido. Gracias. Saludos, Perú. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody. By the way, I go little by little, you know, if I don't get to read you, just go ahead and try to chat again. We are on Facebook with the chat and on our webpage as well. Cathal, Dominic, Preston, hey there, how are you? Hey Jenny, can I have a shout out? Shout out to you, my friend. All right, so if you're in Miami, it's raining, so it's a perfect day for Jenny Live, right? It's a perfect night for Jenny Live. And don't forget, if you haven't seen our new place yet and you are in Miami and you want to go ahead and come over and see the show live, and not the Jenny Live, you know, like this one that we do on Facebook, but the actual like regular Jenny Live. And you know, sometimes we might do different kind of events there, like Naked Kitchen and other shows that we do. So the place is open. It's 2010 Northwest Miami Court in Wynwood. And we are open starting on the 11th. It is a private studio, by the way. So if you're going to go, you know, make sure that you check out our social media to know that we're open and that we are having an event there. If not, it will be closed. Or you could just call the number on the on the door, of course. All right, guys. And yes, you have to be subscribed, just, you know, so we know who comes in and out, since it is a studio. Hola, hola, hola. I heard you. Heard me, David? What's up? What's going on? Bueno, me escucharon. Muy bien. Saludos, Sergio. ¿Cómo estás? Saludos, Argentina. Bienvenidos a nuestros amigos de Argentina. Bienvenidos Costa Rica, Perú y todos los demás. Vamos a comenzar entonces con el tema de hoy, que si ustedes quieren dar uno, por supuesto de que siempre estamos abiertos a que vengan y den el tema para hoy. Pero, ¿qué les parece si hablamos? A ver, encontré este artículo y me pareció bastante interesante. Dice, las 50 cosas que uno se arrepiente cuando llega a una edad mayor. Vamos a ver si es verdad o no, porque pues de seguro de nosotros tenemos gente de todas las edades, así que ¿por qué no empezar preguntando? Vamos a ir uno por uno. El primero es no permitirte no permitirte a ti mismo enamorarte, o sea, no permitir enamorarte. Bueno, eso sí, has tenido algún problema de, no sé, si has tenido algún problema de comunicación o que te han sido infiel antes, pues es normal, ¿no? Por supuesto, de que estés quizás no confiando en las personas y tengas problemas en creer lo que te digan, porque es muy fácil prometer, ¿no? Y decir que van a ser la mujer de su vida y que van a ser buenos hombres o buenas mujeres, pero tarde o temprano, pues en el hecho es donde está la verdad de todo y pues para prometer y para hablar hay muchísima gente. El problema es cuando uno va, cuando te casas y dices hasta que las muertes nos separe. Y eso no pasa. O sea, de que, no sé, eres una persona de esas que habla y no haces o te podrías considerar en uno de los que realmente estás puesto 100% en esa relación como prometiste que lo ibas a estar o te has dejado de estar. La verdad que no culpo a las personas que no se han permitido enamorarse, pero sí estoy de acuerdo de que si llegas a cierta edad y no has podido enamorarte, o no podido, saludos Alfred, ¿qué estás? Saludos Texas, México, saludos. Si has llegado a cierta edad y no has tenido amor en tu vida, por supuesto que te vas a arrepentir, pero no puedes decir tampoco que sea 100% tu culpa, o sea, sí, yo siempre les voy a decir de que ustedes atraen o sea, hay un gran porcentaje que es tu culpa, ok, pero los estaba haciendo sentir bien. Hay un gran porcentaje que sí es su culpa porque ustedes mismos atraen las situaciones y las personas que corresponden dependiendo de las energías que generen. Pero quizás simplemente, quizás no cometieron ningún error y la persona que estaba al lado de ustedes fue la que cometió el error. Por lo tanto, bueno, cada uno tiene su historia y no hay que juzgar, no hay que generalizar y juzgar. Así que bueno, a ver, todos ustedes, ¿han llegado a cierta la edad que tienen? ¿Se han podido enamorar al menos una vez? ¿Sí o no? Y si no, pues, ¿qué están esperando? Ya sé lo que me van a decir, Jenny, es que no encontramos mujeres. Y las mujeres van a decir, Jenny, es que no encontramos hombres. Quizás están buscando demasiado o tienen que empezar a generar las energías para que llegue la persona ideal y no gastar sus energías en personas que no valen la pena. Todo llega a su mejor momento, paciencia, el amor verdadero llegará. Hi Dubai, saludos Chile. Tal cual, sí, estoy totalmente de acuerdo. Tenemos miembros, tenemos televidentes, créanlo o no, hasta, bueno, miembros de la página hasta los 75 años tenemos miembros. Son pocos, ¿no? Pero, y bueno, muchos felizmente casados, hasta ven el programa junto con sus esposas, otros solos, y tenemos miembros de unos 40, 50 años que todavía no han encontrado el amor. Y dicen, hay que ser paciente, porque si han esperado tanto tiempo, pues entonces, pues de qué vale, ¿no? Esperar un poquito más, un poquito menos. Sería súper mal si de repente te lanzarías a estar con una persona simplemente por comodidad a esa edad, cuando ya has esperado tanto tiempo. O sea, no, al contrario, no te saques del mercado tan rápido. Espera a la persona que corresponde, porque quizás en el momento que decías, tengas una mala decisión en escoger a alguien solo por comodidad o por conformarte, que es lo peor que puedes hacer es conformarte porque nunca vas a estar realmente feliz, estás perdiendo quizás la oportunidad de que esa persona que realmente es tu media naranja venga y pues te levante de tus pies, te haga volar. Dos a Daniela. Bueno, encontré el amor. Encontraste dos amores. ¿Encontraste dos amores? Poliamor, eso está difícil, amigo. Hola, Álvaro. Saludos, Guadalajara. Varias veces gustos, atracción siempre habrá, pero el amor es un proceso que se da de a poco. ¿Sí? ¿Creen en el amor a primera vista? Do you guys believe in love at first sight? So we're going to talk about the 50 things that you do. I don't know why I went like that. 50 things that you do that you will regret if you get to a certain age. This is something that I picked up as an article. I thought it was interesting. And I think we have viewers and members from like such different ages that I think some of you can actually tell us, because you might be in that age where you're like looking back at your life and saying, oh crap, I should have done that. Or yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more open. The number one was actually, saludos. Saludos a Daniela. Saludos a Daniela. Dice Álvaro que te ama y junto a tus dos hijas que vienen en camino. Ay, qué lindo, vas a tener mellizas, felicidades, qué lindo. Bueno, les deseo lo mejor. Hi Washington, what's up? Entonces, so the number one in the list of the 50 things that you'll regret if you get to a certain age and you don't do them or you've done them is not allowing yourself to fall in love. Can you blame yourself if you don't, like, what does that even mean? Like, not allowing yourself to fall in love? I think, if anything, like, we all want to fall in love. You know, it's just some of us have been maybe a little bit more lucky in this situation than others. But if I were to sit here and tell you, Gracias, Julio. If I were to sit here and tell you that 50% of it isn't your fault, then I would be lying, you know, because we all know that you're going to attract what you generate. So if you're generating positive energy, you're more than likely going to attract a positive person, the person that's closer to being your, I guess you could say, your soulmate than anything else. But if you've generated a bunch of negative energy, or you made a lot of mistakes, or you've played, you know, people, then what makes you think that you even deserve, you know, somebody that's truthful to you? So yeah, if you've had any kind of those situations, you can never generalize though, because some people just end up being not the person you thought, and maybe it wasn't your fault, and maybe you were always a great person even before you met them, and you didn't make any mistakes or generate any negative energy. I mean, you can't really control what the other person's going to do with their life, and if they decide one day that they're gonna wake up and make a mistake and ruin your relationship with them, then you can't really do anything about it. So again, you can never generalize. But and so when I say 50% of it might be your fault because maybe you deserved it, or maybe you had to go through that to learn something. The other 50% means it might just not be your fault, and it might just be all the other person's fault. So there's so many different situations. I think that if you've gotten to a certain point where you realize that you haven't fallen in love, it's probably because you have trust issues, and probably because you've been in relationships where you know, people deceived you. So you get to that age where it's more difficult to trust others because you don't want to get hurt anymore, and it's understandable. It's sad, yes, but I don't think I mean, it's definitely something that you're going to regret, because nobody wants to get older by themselves. I mean, it's probably the saddest thing you could do. We have viewers and members, you know, that are my true love in my life is my mom, but when I find my true love, I'll be patient. I'm waiting. Good for you. You know, if you get to a certain, we have members from all ages and up to even 75 years old, and happy couples, happy married couples that even watch the show together. And then we have members that are like, I'm in my 40s and I haven't found love, and you know what, I'm being patient because I know if not, I'll generate negative energy. That's like something that I've always telling you guys. And I think, you know what, if you've waited this long, then you know, what gives? You kind of like just wait a little bit longer and don't settle. I think the worst thing you could do is settle, because if you're settling for the best thing that you have maybe in a list of what you think would be the perfect match, but there's no chemistry there, and you don't really have this vibe with the person, and it's all just passional, if you know what I mean, kind of just like your hormones all over the place, then you will get to a certain point where 2, 3, 4 years after, you're gonna realize you married the wrong person and you can't go back. And life is short. So if you can spend it with the person that you're truly 100% or 1000% sure that it's the right one, then you should. Don't settle just for the one that seems to be okay, or out of everybody I've met, this is the person that kind of fits my, you know, prescription the most. That's the worst thing you could do, because you're never going to be truly happy, and that's not real love. So yes, you will maybe you don't get it now because you're young or you're younger, but when you get to a certain age, you're going to realize that, you know, maybe you could have been by yourself, traveling or doing so many other things. And if you do settle for somebody that just has those right things, you're really putting yourself out of the market and you're putting away the opportunity of actually finding the right person. So is it really worth it? I don't know. I know it's difficult to be alone. I mean, it's normal. Nobody wants to be alone. But it's better to be alone than with bad company. You know, it's the old saying. Nude paintings in the background, but you have topless 3D printless. No, I know. We did. We were live from our gallery the other day, and we had a painting in the back that was of a nude woman, but it was like orangey. It was kind of like cartoonish, and it got deleted from YouTube. It was the stupidest thing. I mean, nothing ever opened, and that painting apparently I forgot that it was even back there, but who would have thought, Not a big deal. Oh well. That's why we have our own broadcast, you guys, and our own network. That's why we did this. But every now and then we do Facebook because we know a lot of you don't go to Miami TV and and you're comfortable on Facebook. So, eu amo. Hi, honey. Hi, Arnold. How are you? Marcelo, bienvenido. Lucas, Paulo, bienvenidos. Así que bueno, so that was number 1. Ese fue el número 1. Vamos a continuar a ver con los siguientes. So, not allowing yourself to fall in love. It's scary to let your guard down and fully bask in the glory of love. So many of us are scared to get hurt again, but when you're lying in the deathbed, oh God, that's so drastic. You're going to remember the beautiful and loving moments you had with your closest ones, not the moments you got hurt. That's true. I never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, who thinks about the bad stuff when you're about to die? Like, that's not something that would ever cross my mind. Wow, okay, yeah, just think about that. Dice, así que no permitir enamorarte. Dice, es difícil pensar de que uno tiene que bajar la guardia cuando está en el momento de que realmente quiere darse a una persona y enamorarse. Muchos de nosotros tenemos miedo en que nos vuelvan a herir los sentimientos. Pero cuando estás al punto de la muerte, así lo dice, cuando estás al punto de la muerte, vas a acordarte las hermosas memorias que tienes con las personas que más amas, no los momentos que te hirieron. Qué interesante, nunca lo había pensado así, es verdad. Sí, o sea que tu vida realmente haya sido un desastre y lo único que estás pensando es en lo malo, pero sí, es verdad, solo vas a pensar en lo bonito, o sea, sería una locura pensar en lo malo. Si algo al contrario, vas a pensar en lo que te arrepientes, ¿no? Pero sí. All right, number 2, not traveling more. If you like to travel, I met some people that hate traveling, so it's really up to you. The world is a big place, and there's so much to explore. Traveling is a beautiful way to learn about life and enrich your own. People that travel the most actually have more of an open mind towards things because they learn other cultures, they learn other languages, they learn other foods, other ways of dancing, other ways of dressing, other other points of views. So yeah, traveling I think would be one of the main things that does make you see the world in another way, and you're not just in a closed box where it's like the only place you know is the city that you live in. That usually everybody thinks the same. So if you don't like to travel, great, but maybe if you read a lot, then that it's kind of in the same level. If you read a lot, then you also, depending on the books that you read, of course, but you're also bound to be a little bit more open-minded if you read a lot. Número 2, viajar. Te vas a arrepentir en no viajar lo suficiente. Dice, el mundo es un lugar muy grande y hay que descubrirlo. El viajar también es una manera linda de conocer la vida en sí, tener una mente abierta a las cosas y enriquecer nuestra mente. El viajar definitivamente te da una mentalidad un poco más abierta de lo normal, porque si tú simplemente siempre te mantuviste en el mismo sitio, sabes las costumbres que tienen las personas alrededor tuyo y cómo piensan, pero si viajas a otro lugar, vas a ver que la gente piensa completamente diferente, se viste diferente, pues habla diferente, comen cosas diferentes. O sea, el aprender de otras culturas definitivamente te hace, podríamos decir, como que absorber los frutos de la vida mucho más de que si te quedas siempre en el mismo lugar. Ahora, si no te gusta viajar, pues bueno, hay mucha gente que le gusta leer, depende de los libros que leas. Si lees de otros tipos de estilos de vida o si lees libros de cultura, pues también es otra manera de informarte, no necesariamente tienes que viajar. Hay gente que también no puede viajar, así que bueno, hay que tener eso en cuenta. Falta el vaso de agua, amiga, para tu garganta, no te expongas, viaja a Perú. Bueno, vamos, sí, tienes razón, me olvidé el agua. Europe I've done, Venice was my favorite, Manarola was perfect. Where is that? Where is Manarola? Sounds Spanish. I love Europe. Europa lo he hecho, Manarola fue mi favorito. Hi from the Philippines. Hi there, how are you, Enrique? Welcome. Ricardo, hi Ricardo, welcome guys. Guys, if I don't read you for some reason, go ahead and the chat starts going down, so try to type it again, all right? Linda princesa, bienvenidos, saludos. Bueno, recuerden de que mañana tendremos el Jenny Live desde la galería. No estaremos en vivo en Facebook, pero sí estaremos en vivo en nuestra cadena de televisión que se llama Miami TV. Si no la han visto, pueden también verla en internet. Si no lo tienen en su casa, simplemente pongan en Google Miami TV y es el primer website que aparece. El website es miamitvchannel.com. Normalmente lo hacemos sin censura, pero el Facebook y el YouTube nos censura, que es donde muchos de ustedes nos encuentran. Por lo cual por eso hacemos una vez a la semana Facebook y YouTube, pero si quieren ver el programa en sí, original como es, sin censura, pueden verlo mañana y más adelante, después del 11 de mayo, que abramos las puertas de nuestros estudios para que ustedes puedan venir a visitarnos, vamos a hacer Jenny Live completamente sin ropa. Así lo tienen. Así que va a ser interesante. Aunque ya, por supuesto, para los que nos han seguido, ya hacemos discotecas con pintura de cuerpo nada más. Y este 5 de mayo estaremos en la Covacha si quieren venir. You can make yourself fall in love. It either happens or it doesn't. Yeah, absolutely. But I think the point of it was, the point of the article and what it said was kind of like saying, well, not allowing yourself to fall in love. It's not, yeah, you don't force yourself to fall in love, but you could definitely stop yourself from falling in love. So if you're one of those person that always has a wall up, then it's never going to happen. But then again, probably every time that you put that wall up, you get hurt. So it's difficult. You know, I always say, try to not give yourself 100% completely to the person emotionally and everything. When I mean everything, I mean even like physically, until maybe like a year that you're with the person. I know it sounds like a really long time, and people will not wait that long, but it's the only way that you could really not hurt your integrity, like in the whole way, you know, and see if the person is really serious about you or not. That goes, I guess, for anybody. Well, this topic is up my alley, middle age and single. Well, it's not bad to be single. Have you traveled? No me arrepiento de no haber encontrado mi verdadero amor. No, todavía no estás en tu cama de muerte. Estamos hablando de los últimos momentos de tu vida. By the way, we're talking about like your last moments, when you get to an age where you're really old and you can't get out of bed kind of thing, right? I don't regret not finding my true love, but you're still young, David. He tenido muchas aventuras con mujeres, he aprendido mucho, no estoy triste, estoy bien de salud. Y el amor, como se dice, si pasa, pasa y si no, no. No te creo. Entiendo que tu ego quizás te quiera hacer demostrar como un hombre fuerte y que no te molesta y esto, pero no te creo. Porque todo el mundo, esa es la inspiración de todas las personas, es el amor. Así que puedes decir de que no tienes arrepentimientos, que no tienes esto, que no tienes lo otro, pero al fin y al cabo, si llegas a los 80, 90 años y estás solo, vas a estar triste de no haber encontrado a esa persona. Saludos Fabio, Enrique, bienvenidos. Douglas, hey Sean. Lo siento, pero no hablo español. Well, your Spanish was perfect, my friend. Now, we do Spanglish, even though I am actually thinking about doing like one day Spanish, one day English, because I think I do drive you guys crazy sometimes. Antes de mis últimos momentos de vida, te tengo que conocer. Muy bien, pues ponlo en tu lista de cosas para hacer. One of the things that I have to do before dying is I have to meet you. Saludos, Mexico. Hey, Mexico. All right, so put it in your bucket list, you know. Guys, if you're watching us and you're new to Miami TV, welcome. This is our 805th, Jenny Live. By the way, we are trying to do once a week Facebook and Twitter. That way you guys, we know a lot of you find us here. And this is just a way for us to really chat with you and communicate. But the real Jenny Live, the one that's not censored, is Wednesdays and Thursdays now. We've changed it, so not Mondays anymore. Wednesdays and Thursdays, and it's going to be from our public studios. Meaning that if you're in Miami, if you want to come and check it out and be an audience, you can. The address is 2010 Northwest Miami Court in Miami. It's in the middle of Wynwood. It's also a nude art gallery. We made it so the walls wouldn't be so boring, you know. We will start being from there the 11th of May. We are also going to be doing nude Jenny Lives. So just like we do, you know, naked body painting nightclubs, we're going to be doing those kind of events there as well. And the Jenny Live completely au natural. So if you guys want to come check it out, you can. And again, you'll be part of the audience. By the way, it is a private studio, so you have to be signed up to go there. Love the show. Love is what you make it. Let life pass you by. Enjoy what you see. Hermosa, sigue siendo como una rosa en tu jardín, que está rodeada de hermosas flores como siempre ha sido tu programa. Sigue cosechando miles de éxitos. Gracias por darnos la oportunidad de compartir tu éxito y amistad. Gracias, Luis. Bienvenido, bienvenido. Lo pude leer, lo hice rápido. Saludos, Argentina. Cuando leo muy rápido es porque sus comentarios se escapan y tengo que apurarme. Bueno, the video is freezing. Try watching it in our channel. It might be Facebook. I don't know. I can't. I'm sitting here. I can't do anything about it. So I don't regret anything. I haven't found love, but I've had a lot of adventures with women. I've learned a lot. I'm not sad. I'm well with health. I in love, as they say. If it happens, happens. If it doesn't, oh well. Again, I think you'll change your mind. But I mean, everybody has a different point of view. So yeah, all right. So thanks for interesting that you said that. I won't watch you more until you change the dress style. Well, then you shouldn't watch it anymore. I mean, we're doing naked Jenny lives now, so yeah, definitely. Like, I don't think why you should follow a channel that they do transgressional shows. It makes no sense. What are you doing here, my friend? You should unlike it and get somewhere else. The same thing, Alberto. I think. Bye bye. Find something that makes you happy. It's all about that. Did you get the photos and videos via mail? I did get them, Rick. I haven't had time to upload them or anything, but I did get them. Thank you so much. We've kind of been crazy with the new place and everything, so sorry I didn't get a chance to answer even. Love is what Juan Luis Guerra describes best. He does a good job, right? Juan Luis Guerra, de una manera, él sí describe bien el amor. Vamos al número 3. Let's see. Traveling is something I have not done unless it was with family oriented or business. Other than going to Vegas 5 times, I don't really travel, so I don't know if I would regret not traveling when I'm at the end of my rope. I guess if you like to travel, if you don't, I mean, again, I've met people that don't like to travel, so it really depends. Number 3. Okay, I regret this already, so not learning a different language. I mean, I know English and Spanish, but that's because I was raised in Uruguay. And I do. Like, I've tried to learn, I know a little bit of Portuguese, but so little because most of the people in Uruguay know Portuguese. But other than that, it's like I would like to learn Italian. I got one of those CDs, and it's just, you get lazy, and then you don't, listen to them. So yeah, I definitely regret that already, which is not learning a different language. It will introduce you to a whole world and a whole new culture, an entirely new perspective. Yeah, kind of like traveling. Dicen, el número 3, que te vas a arrepentir, es no aprender un lenguaje diferente. Estoy de acuerdo 100% porque yo ya me arrepiento de eso. Aunque conozco 2 lenguajes, pues aquí en Miami todo el mundo habla español e inglés, así que es normal. Pero me gustaría aprender italiano, me compré uno de esos CDs para escuchar y la verdad que creo que lo debo haber hecho por una semana y después como que no lo hice más. Pero, pero sí, aprender un lenguaje definitivamente te da una perspectiva diferente también en otra cultura, ¿no? Es como el viajar, es casi lo mismo. Así que si no han aprendido otro lenguaje y les gustaría hacerlo, pues ya es hora, ¿no? Number 4, being too busy for your loved ones. Like they say, your job can come and go. And money comes and goes, as well, especially jobs. I mean, you're just a number in your job. So if you're putting it as your priority, you have to remember where your family doesn't come and go. Your family's there forever, especially your wife and kids. So they should always be your priority. No matter how difficult or how busy your job is, remember that they could fire you tomorrow, and the only people that will be there to help you and support you will be your family. So yeah, absolutely. Make sure that you have your priorities set straight. Estar muy ocupados para nuestros, número 4, arrepentirse de estar muy ocupados siempre para nuestros familiares, las personas que amamos más. Yo siempre digo, el trabajo, en la mayoría de trabajos ustedes son un número nada más. Y así sucesivamente con tal de que tú tengas una buena fuente energética positiva en tu casa. Y la única manera de mantener eso es estar cercano a su familia. Por lo tanto, si los echan, ¿quiénes siguen ahí? Pues su familia, tu esposa, tu esposo, tus hijos. Entonces, tener las prioridades bien en el hecho de que el trabajo va y viene y la familia se queda, siempre. Número 5. Number 5. Love is what... Wait, every time I go back to the Facebook, I have to refresh the page, so sorry, guys. One second. All right, guys, we can barely order a Cuban restaurant. Oh, God. Listen, I have your answer. Move to Miami for a month or so, because I know you got to speak their language. That way people get kind of like, they get emotional, or they get excited because you're trying to learn it. So that's good. Chucky, again, really. La prioridad, equilibrio. You have to get priority, but in the best way. Money is good, but you always have to have a good balance. Yeah, absolutely. Tres belles femmes avec una jolie poitrine domaine. Maté tu lenguaje. I kill to be, you guys will meet and it'll happen, you know. So if it didn't happen, I don't think you should have that as one of your lines of I regret letting go of the one that I liked. And I'm sure everybody has a high school, especially men. I'm sure you have a high school sweetheart that you wish now. Oh, if I would have only been better, you know. But you know, you shouldn't live in regret in that way. Who knows if it would have worked out or not, but you'll regret having never known. That is the worst thing you could have in the last minute in your bed before you die. So yeah, scratch that, man. Número 5. Dejar ir a la persona que realmente te gustaba. No estoy de acuerdo con eso. Yo creo de que no puedes estar viviendo tu vida en un... ¿Y qué hubiera pasado si tal cosa? O sea, yo creo que tú tienes que vivir tu vida de la manera que llegaste aquí, pues por algo es. Y si las cosas tenían que suceder, tenían que suceder. Si la persona era la adecuada para ti, pues entonces iba a suceder. ¿Qué hubiera pasado si tal cosa? Siempre pensamos en que hubiera sido maravilloso. Hay mucha gente que dice, uy, si no me hubiera casado con esta persona y me hubiera casado con la otra. O los muchachos que dicen, ay, si hubiera sido un mejor novio a mi novia de la adolescencia, esa hubiera sido... thought in your mind. You're only allowing yourself to be completely... I mean, you can moderate a little bit. Hobbies are supposed to be distressful, not stressful and demanding. Número 6, te vas a arrepentir de nunca haber maestreado es una palabra, ¿no? Maestreado tu hobby, o sea, tu pasatiempo. O sea, que si te gusta jugar a las cartas, nunca has sido bueno o has sido un maestro en eso. Si te gusta patinar, nunca has sido un maestro. No estoy de acuerdo con eso tampoco. Yo creo de que, claro que a uno le gustaría siempre ser perfecto y bueno en todo, pero si llegas a cierto punto donde o sea, se te hace difícil y estresante aprender algo y maestrearlo, pues un pasatiempo supuestamente tendría que ser desestresante. Entonces, si tú llegas al punto donde tienes un pasatiempo, donde en vez de ser desestresante, te estás estresando porque no lo aprendes y no estás haciéndolo perfecto, pues entonces ya no es un pasatiempo, ya se convierte en un problema de estrés y se convierte en un trabajo. O sea, de que no lo llamaría un pasatiempo. No sé, ¿qué opinan ustedes? I don't reach everything in life. I'm not single, and yes, I do feel. Actually, the word that he used was realized or complete. Complete, and I actually do. I do feel complete in life. I feel like I've done everything I needed to do. I could die today, and I'll be a happy person. Believe it or not. So Montreal, it's actually a way of closing down whatever regret or things you did that you wish you would have done. And by you going through that situation of regret, actually balances out the energies. You know, it's kind of like you're saying sorry to yourself for doing something or for doing something that hurt you or hurt somebody else. So it's a good way of, I guess you could say, cleansing in an energy level. So I recommend it. Eating oh God, eating over processed food, it eventually catches up on you. How could you ever regret eating something that tasted so good? I mean, I get it, okay, if you're sick, you're gonna say, I'm never gonna eat that again. But let's be honest, when you're eating it, like, it tastes so good, even though it's totally bad for you. So I'm not saying go out and eat junk food, I'm just saying once every blue moon. Dice, el número 7, haber comido comidas súper procesadas. I don't think this is something you'll think about when you're in your deathbed, by the way. You're going to be thinking about what you ate. I mean, unless you're suffering of something physically because of the things that you ate, then that's different. A no ser de que estés sufriendo algo en el momento de que estás por morir, a no ser de que estés sufriendo de algo que te causó comer comida chatarra, pues entonces no creo que estés pensando en que te arrepientes de haber comido tanta comida súper procesada. Seamos honestos, sabe muy bien. O sea, de que sí, es terrible para tu organismo, terrible para tu cuerpo, pero yo creo de que la gente que tiene un poquito de sobrepeso, no mucho, donde ya no es sano, que le va a afectar la salud, ¿no? Porque eso también no es ser feliz. Pero si tienes un poquito de sobrepeso simplemente porque te das los gustos en lo que comes, me parece fantástico. O sea, yo creo que uno de los gustos de la vida que no vamos a tener cuando sigamos adelante es la comida. Entonces, date las ganas, pero moderadamente. O sea, que si quieres un poco de torta o un alfajor, no comas un alfajor entero, comete la mitad y después te comes la otra mitad. Si quieres un pedazo de torta, comete la mitad y después comes otra mitad. O sea, es tener el control mental de saber manejarnos, ¿no? Y no dejarnos llevar por por el ser glotones. I think food is one of the most beautiful things in this world because when we die, we're not physical anymore. So that is the only thing that we're not going to be able to enjoy anymore. Um, well, actually, no. We could think of a lot of them, right? But but you're not going to feel the need of because you no longer have a physical body to satisfy. So it's not like you're going to be sad that you're not going to be tasting certain food or doing something because your physical body is no longer there. But I think that one of the pleasures in life is eating. So the only important thing is to balance yourself. If you want to eat a piece of cake, eat a little bit and then eat a little bit more later. You don't have to eat it all at once and not eat it like every day. But definitely don't hold back into giving yourself the joy of enjoying the things that you love. And for a lot of us, that's food. I mean, I love food. I don't hold myself back from anything. I just eat it moderately. That's all. But I'll have like my up and down, like you guys will notice, like I'll gain weight and then I'll lose it, and I'll gain weight and then my body's like always like that. But I eat whatever I want, as long as I know that it's organic and it's good or I know how it's made. Then I try to take care of myself as much as I can. But if not, then every now and then it's okay. Number 8, not having more sex. Oh God, it says it's gonna get harder with age, and then it says actually softer. That's horrible. Well, that is actually not true for everybody as well. I mean, it really depends on your health. If you're a healthy person, then there is no reason why you should have any kind of, physical problem. If you're not healthy, then yeah, one of the main things that is going to be affected to you maybe is going to be the whole erection thing. So yeah, and for women, some women develop also pain through the years because of a bad use of their body when they were younger, or depending on how they treated themselves, when they were younger sexually. So, but I don't think that is also. I'm going to rephrase that. So the article says not having more sex. I'm going to say not making more love, because I'm sure you had plenty of times to have sex, but it was just going to be meaningful and it wasn't going to leave you with anything good. So if anything, regret not making enough love, because that's really what is going to feel better and get you more of a later on response, in the sense that you've generated positive energy and so many good things are going to happen afterwards. So yeah. Todo lo orgánico es mejor, como las conchas naturales. So, la buena alimentación más el deporte, el cardio, el baile es la clave para buena salud. Un postre una vez por semana, disciplina, compromiso. 54 días full gym y la bajé 8 de grasa y 2 de masa total. 10 kilos gracias a la buena rutina de alimentación y deporte. Qué bueno. Cuerpo sano, mente sana. Absolutamente. Sí, estoy de acuerdo. Yo creo de que... Ahora, también, el tema del gimnasio puede ser muy estresante para alguna gente, ¿no? Donde dicen, como esto y después me la paso 2 horas en el gimnasio. No, o sea, sabes de que, bueno, vas a pagar la consecuencia, después por ahí vas a subir un poquito de peso, pero bueno, después lo bajarás porque ya comerás sano por otra semana, o sea, pero yo creo que el problema es el prohibirte. La prohibición es lo que después te hace como que descocarte o te hace que te prohibiste por una semana no comer nada, entonces después dices, bueno, hoy me desinhibo y como todo lo que hay. Eso es lo peor, porque entonces no te sirve la semana que hiciste. Entonces es mejor comer lo que quieres, pero de a poquito. De esa manera no te afecta en grande. Most of the women that I meet that have, that want to lose weight, and the first thing that they say is, I'm on a diet, and they won't eat anything. They'll eat salads, they'll go to the gym, they'll eat healthy, and then all of a sudden you'll see them a week after, and they're like, oh, but today, women or men, but mainly women, and then they say, well, today, I eat anything I want. They'll eat pizza, cake, soda. I mean, they'll stuff their face with everything because it's like this desperation of not being able to get this sugar and this junk food taste for a week or for so long that you go all out at it, and that's just like throwing away the whole week or weeks that you've been eating healthy, and it's probably going to also give you stomach problems because you want to get your body adapted to eating healthier. So the best thing that you could do is do not prohibit yourself from eating something that you like. Just eat that 1 spoon maybe instead of eating the whole cake, because all you need really is that taste in your mouth. And it's all about how strong are you mentally to hold yourself from eating something just because your eyes are seeing it and because you want to stuff your face with it. So it's all in here. And I think that by balancing yourself and eating a little bit of everything, then you shouldn't really have the yearning of having a day where you really, really eat unhealthy. So yeah, but I agree the whole working out thing. I think that if you do work out, you're going to be healthier. Love is a universal language. If you're attached to someone, it does not matter who they are or where they're from. Yeah, absolutely. So, because somebody's saying that it's important to be healthy because then you feel better about yourself. Healthy mind, healthy body kind of thing. Yeah, again, working out can also be a stressful thing. If you're doing it because you want to lose weight and you realize you're not losing weight, it could be really stressful and it could depress you. So even the gym has its cons, believe it or not. So if you're going to the gym just because you want to lose those few pounds and you see that you do like an hour of cardio and you've only lost like 500 calories, which you gained with one piece of chocolate, then you're just going to be depressed and you're going to be frustrated. And that's the worst thing that you could do because you are taking away that motivation that is getting you to go to the gym. So you need to be going to the gym because you like the feeling of it. You like feeling that vitality, that energy of feeling great, of feeling fresh, and yeah. So it's but not specifically because you want to lose weight. Because if you don't have a diet next to a working out, session, it's not gonna work. So you need to have both together. And a lot of times you can just lose weight with a good diet or eating healthy, and not even going to the gym. I mean, I haven't gone to the gym in maybe a year. so my diet is constantly eating someone that I like. Hey, if it works for you, then great. Cuando miro las estrellas, no puedo dejar de pensar en tus ojos porque son grandes, brillantes y preciosos. Gracias, Kevin. Hi, Carlos. Welcome. Amiga Jenny, tienes lindo cuerpo, pero un poco aumento de masa en tus brazos y piernas. Sería perfecto en tu salud y rutina. Unos tips para te daré, amiga. Bueno, te digo lo siguiente. Yo hace un año que no voy al gimnasio y no quiero ir al gimnasio, por lo cual no gracias, no quiero tu tip, con mucho te lo agradezco. Pero yo estoy contenta con el cuerpo y cómo me veo. O sea, hay un montón de gente que nos mandan emails y dicen, Jenny, tienes que volver a subir de peso porque nos gustaba más cuando eras más gordita. Y otros que dicen, sos gorda y tienes que bajar de peso. O sea, de que si yo me siento acá a escuchar cada comentario de que si tienes, las piernas tuyas son muy grandes, los brazos son muy grandes, tienes esto muy chiquito, entonces tendría que directamente pues ir a un cirujano plástico y todos los días cambiarme el cuerpo. Por lo cual no me interesa lo que opinen, así sea positivo, y que, no, o sea, no me interesa si es positivo ni me interesa que sea negativo, porque yo estoy feliz conmigo misma y con mi cuerpo. Por lo cual no acepto tips ni acepto comentarios en el tema corporal. Gracias. Y como dice siempre Enrique, lo decimos a bien argentino, si no te gusta no me mires. Así de simple. So, I think that also you need to get this attitude where it's like, I've gotten there and it's the best thing and the healthiest thing that you can have for yourself and your self-esteem. We have emails of people commenting saying, Jenny, you need to gain weight because we liked you better when you were a little bit, thicker, and now you're too skinny. And I'm like, okay. And then you have other people saying, you're too fat, you need to lose weight. So if you were to really think of what a perfect body is, there isn't a prototype for a perfect body, because even the perfect models that are on the magazines are criticized because cultures are different, our likes are different. Some people like big women, some people like skinny women, some people like tall women, others like short women. So if I were to sit here and if you were to sit there and try to make everybody happy, you should be going to a surgeon every single day changing your body type. So it would just drive you nuts. So you should have the attitude that I have and just say, listen, I'm happy with the way I look, and if you don't like it, don't watch me. It's as simple as that. All that matters is that you are comfortable and you're happy with your skin, you're happy in your own skin, and everybody else could just, to be clear, go fuck themselves. There you go. All right, guys. ¿Por qué dicen que los baños turcos ayudan a eliminar las toxinas? ¿Lo has experimentado? Sí, me encanta ir al sauna. Es un baño turco, ¿no? ¿Sauna? ¿Baño turco? ¿Sauna? Ok. Sí, yo hice en un momento, por un mes hice una detoxificación, pero en vez de ser un sauna, es una cápsula donde te metes. Y la verdad que Sí funcionó, pues no fue mucho como para perder peso, lo hice porque tenía que transpirar, porque estaba tomando un medicamento, tenía manchitas de la piel y el medicamento salía por los poros por la transpiración y luego la piel lo absorbía. Pero me di cuenta que sí me ayudó muchísimo en el tema de la piel porque es como que te limpia los poros. Entonces, sí, lo recomiendo, lo recomiendo. Y bueno, para perder peso algo tienes que perder, me imagino, porque estás transpirando, o sea, estás quemando grasa. No va a ser un wow, una gran diferencia, o sea, porque si no estás ejercitándote. Pero hay unas máquinas también que existen donde tú puedes, saludos Pepe, donde tú puedes meterte, son chistosísimas. Haces un elíptico prácticamente, ¿no? Ese que haces ejercicio, pero estás con un traje de sauna. Eso sí es lo mejor que hay, porque transpiras el doble que si fueras al gimnasio. Am, David, thanks, but I said I don't want compliments either. I won't accept compliments or either bad ones or good ones because it doesn't matter to me. Like it doesn't matter if you think I look great or I don't look great. It's just, but you know, I thank you because I know you're saying it with the kindest thoughts, but it's just, and it shouldn't matter to you either. Like even if somebody comes and says you're beautiful, like I don't think it should add more to your self-esteem because you should already feel beautiful the way that you are no matter what weight or height or how what you look like. So if you're waiting to hear that you're beautiful, sentence, then it's just because you haven't maybe found your ground level where you started to love yourself as who you are, no matter what kind of defect you might see in yourself. So yeah, I guess you could balance that out and think, am I that person that when you post a picture or when you go out, do you dress for other people or do you dress for yourself? Are you expecting people to notice your shoes? Are you expecting people to notice your new watch? Are you expecting people to notice your dress code? Or are you just being? If you are expecting somebody to notice your hair or your makeup or your body or this and that, or say you're beautiful, yeah, it's great. But if you're expecting it, then we have a little bit of a problem because that person should have no influence whatsoever in your self-esteem. Because just how they can say something good, they could also say something bad. If you're allowing that good comment to affect you, that means you're also going to allow the negative comment to affect you. It's inevitable. So I have some people sometimes say, well, do you get tired of hearing that you're beautiful? And I'm like, I just go like that because I'm like, I don't, with all the respect, but I don't really pay attention to it. Like for me, it's like, okay, the person, just used to, like, it's not like you're not like born this way. It's like, it's just a way that you adapt your money, your mind into taking compliments or negative comments or critics, sorry. So yeah, it's just you do you, and that's it. Bueno, yo creo de que tú tienes que ser tú mismo, ¿eh? The way you look on the outside is not as important as how you feel inside. Absolutely. Saludos desde Sinaloa. Sinaloa, ¿dónde queda eso? México. Saludos, México. So, estaba diciendo de que tú tienes que llegar a un punto. Fíjate lo siguiente. Si tú estás en un lugar, ¿no? O tú pones una foto en el internet o te estás vistiendo. Si tú eres ese tipo de persona que estás esperando que la gente extraña, ¿no? De afuera complemente tu vestuario, bueno, no te halagan porque son halagos. Si te agradan los halagos, entonces esa misma persona te puede decir eres horrible y te vas a sentir horrible, porque no podés apagar un switch. Es inevitable, nunca lo había pensado y no sé por qué, porque nunca lo había dicho esto, pero es verdad, es inevitable poder sentir y cuando te dicen qué lindos zapatos. Ay, pues sí, empezás a decir toda la historia de cómo compraste los zapatos encima. Self-esteem, autoestima, autoestima, self-esteem. Así que bueno, es muy importante tener eso en cuenta y tú tienes que vestirte por ti, tienes que tener tu cuerpo como personas que me dicen, Jenny, te debes cansar de los comentarios positivos o de los halagos de la gente o todo el tiempo te dicen que eres bonita. Hace mal, o sea, simplemente pues tienes que llegar a ese punto y no es algo que puedas hacer de día para el otro. Es como una proyección mental que vas haciendo, donde así el comentario sea malo o positivo, pues no interesa porque tú, o sea, porque sabes que lo más importante es que tú te sientes bien. Y listo, nada más. Vives para ti, no para los demás. Bueno, amigos, nos vemos en la próxima. Mañana continuamos con Jenny Live. No estaremos en Facebook, recuerden. Nuestro Jenny Live siempre es sin censura, así que de esa forma ya continuamos con nuestro estilo de Jenny Live, por lo menos. Estamos en miamitvchannel.com mañana a las 10 de la noche, hora Miami. Y también tienen un chat en nuestra página web o aplicación. Un besito, que estén bien. Nos vemos ahora para miembros. Love you guys. Have an amazing evening. We'll continue tomorrow, 10 o'clock, with Jenny Live from our studios, uncensored, in MiamiTVChannel.com or wherever it is that you get Miami TV, because it varies on where you live. And don't forget, our chat is in MiamiTVChannel.com or our Miami TV app. So it's the same thing. It's just we won't be live in Facebook. All right, guys? Big kiss. Love you.